深的幽谷里面
and in the deepest valleys.
也许有一天你会发现，
Perhaps one day you will realize
平原永远长不出苍天大树。
those big sturdy trees will grow in
你能够
plains.
在草原上看到草，
You can see grass on the grassland,
但是你看不到苍天大树。
but you will not see a big gigantic tree.
也许有一天你会明白，
One day you will discover
兰花总会长在最陡峭的悬崖峭壁上。
beautiful orchids always grow on the hard-to-reach rocky cliffs.
上帝让他的百姓
The Lord let His people
走一条路程，
walk this journey.
上帝告诉他的百姓，
The Lord told His people,
这条路程你们要翻越万水千山，
in this journey you will climb mountains and cross rivers.
有让你望而生畏的高山，
There will be mountains to conquer.
有让你望而却步的幽谷。
There will be valleys to pass through.
但是你不要担心，你不要恐惧，
But fear not and be not dismayed.
上帝给我们所有的一个应许。
The Lord has promised us,
他说，虽然那地方有山有谷，
although there will be mountains to climb and valleys to
但
pass
是
through,
从岁首到年终，
from the beginning to the end of the year,
耶和华的眼目要常看顾你。
the Lord's watchful eye will be upon
所
you.
以今天我们来重温一下，
Let us review today.
我们来重温一下上帝带领以色列人所走的路程。
Let us review the story of the Lord's leading of Israelites.
今天同样的带领会出现在我们每个人身上。
The same leading and guidance will appear upon us.
上帝让以色列人面对万水千山，
The Lord let the Israelites face mountains and rivers.
但是如果今天我们去看这些万水千山，
But today, if we look at the mountains and the rivers,
我们会发现，
we will discover
无论在多陡峭的山上，无论在多深的幽谷后面，
no matter if there's the highest mountains or the deepest valleys,
都隐藏着上帝浓浓的情谊。
behind those, we will see God's loving mercy.
因为万水千山总是情。
Because mountains and barriers are mountains and rivers are no barriers to God's love.
有一天，上帝带摩西到了一个地方。
One day, God led Moses to a place.
摩西这个时候80岁，
Moses was about 80 years old.
他觉得说我的人生已经没有什么更大的可能性了。
He says, I do not have too much potentials anymore.
80岁的人一般都没有梦想。
Most 80-year-olds do not have a lot of visions.
青年人跟老年人最大的区别，
The difference between young people and seniors,
青年人总是说以后，
the young people always think of the future.
我会想到40岁以后、50岁以后。
I will do this when I'm 40, and I'll do this when I'm 50.
年纪大的人会想到以前，
The senior citizens think of the past.
我20岁的时候，我30岁的时候，我40岁的时候。
I used to be able to do this at 20 or 30.
摩西80岁，
Moses was 80 years old.
他曾经豪情万丈，
He had been a strong, vigorous young man before.
他曾经想过为上帝工作，
He had wanted to work for the Lord,
但是上帝浇了他一盆冷水，
but the Lord poured cold water on him
因为上帝的时间没有到。
because the Lord's time has
等
not
到他
come yet.
80岁的时候，
When he was 80 years old,
等到他快要放弃的时候，
when he almost gave up,
有一天他来到一座山上，
one day he came to the desert.
这座山叫做河烈山。
This was the mountain called Horeb.
他带着他岳父的羊群来到这里，
He was leading the flock of his father-in-law Jethro.
上帝让他看到一个异象，
God showed him a
看
miraculous
到一团荆棘
a bush
被火烧着，
was caught on fire,
却没有烧毁。
and yet it was not consumed by the fire.
摩西很奇怪，
Moses marveled.
他说：“我要过去看着大异象，
He said, I must go over there
这
and
荆
find out
棘为什么没有烧坏呢？
why this bush burns and yet is not consumed by
这
the
是
fire.
让摩西觉得很惊奇的一件事情，
This is a strange sight to Moses that caused him to marvel.
因为 荆棘是最容易烧毁的，
because the dry bush
是最容易被烧坏的，
is easily combustible.
它根本经不起火焰的考验。
It should be easily consumed.
但是今天上帝让摩西看到这样的异象，
But today God showed Moses this strange sight.
看到说这样一团脆弱的荆棘，
This bush, a weak, brittle bush,
竟然能够在火焰当中不被烧毁。
is caught on fire and yet not consumed.
所以上帝让摩西看到这个异象之后，
After the Lord has shown Moses this strange sight,
上帝开始对摩西说，
the Lord said to Moses,
上帝提醒摩西说，
the Lord reminded Moses,
我告诉你，
let me tell you,
你们的祷告
your prayers
我听得见，
I have heard,
你们的处境
your circumstances
我看得见。
I have seen.
今天很多时候我们认为，
Today, many times we think
上帝对以色列的拯救是从河烈山开始，
that the Lord's salvation started at Mount Horeb.
因为在这之前我们好像看不见上帝的恩典，
Before that, it seemed that we could not see His salvation.
前面是多么黑暗的一段岁月。
Before them is a dark path.
我们在埃及做奴隶，
We were in Egypt as slaves.
我们没有人身自由，
We did not have freedom.
他们想要怎么样处理我们就处理我们，
The taskmasters did whatever they wanted.
他们想要怎样苦待我们就苦待我们，
If they wanted to mistreat us, they would mistreat us.
我们没有办法有自己的自由。
We did not have any freedom.
上帝哪里去了？
Where is God?
在这几百年当中，上帝到哪里去了？
In the last few hundred years,
这
where
是
was God?
所有以色列人头脑当中一个共同的一个想法。
This was the common thought on the minds of the Israelites when they were slaves in Egypt.
上帝不在了，
The Lord has turned away.
上帝不管我们，
The Lord does not care anymore.
上帝的恩典从我们生命里面消失了，
The Lord's grace has vanished from our life.
上帝把我们丢在这里，
The Lord has forsaken us.
上帝把我们忘得干干净净。
The Lord has completely forgotten us.
我们的生命里面有没有这样的一个感受？
In our lives, have we ever felt like that?
很多时候我们就像以色列人认为的一样，上帝忘记我们了。
Many a times we think like the Israelites did, that the Lord has forsaken us.
上帝，我在这么深的痛苦里，
The Lord, I am in such deep trouble.
我每天晚上跪下来向你祷告，
Every evening, I kneel before Thee to pray.
为什么你从来不听我的祈求？
How come you have not listened to
为什
me?
么你总不回答我的呼求？
Why is it that you have not answered me?
你为什么把我丢在这个地方？
Why have you forsaken me?
你为什么把我忘得如此干干净净？
Why have you forgotten me completely?
在这个时候，我们认为上帝不在我们身边，
At this time, we do not think God is with us.
就像那个时候以色列人认为上帝不在他们身边，
Just like the Israelites thought God was not
但
with
是
them.
上帝真的不在，
But is God really turned away?
上帝真的忘记他们，
Does God really forget us?
上帝没有带领他们。
Is God not leading us?
我们如果去看历史，
If we look at history,
我们会发现，无论在任何一个时刻，
we will discover no matter at what time,
上帝的恩典从来没有离开他。
the Lord's grace has not departed.
上帝的救恩不是从河烈山开始，
The Lord's mercy did not start
至
with
少在
Mount Horeb.
80年以前，
At least 80 years prior to that,
上帝就已经为以色列人预备了摩西。
the Lord had prepared Moses for the
只是这
Israelites,
帮以色列人他们不知道。
but the Israelites did not know.